Super Bowl Sunday, Jerry,
It's here, almost here.
and it's our new thing. We predicted 2 weeks ago who would be going to the Super Bowl.
Wow, wasn't that just fabulous?
It was so much fun, and
It
and we
was.
as dear wise women doing this. Full disclosure, I'm not football, but you can look at our pre-recording on dearwisewomen.com, and Jerry is known as Diamond
Was.
Jerry.
Yes, it was a long time ago, but I'll accept the name for when we do our football predictions. I will be Diamond Jerry for football.
I do think so because we're
Okay.
2-0 from
Yep.
2 weeks ago.
Yep.
So what do we think? We have the Bengals versus the Rams.
Yes. And we have the spread, so you know that's why we won last time.
That's true. I did
Well,
learn
we
that
had the
from you.
Bengals outright, but
True.
still not so sure about those Rams. So let's take a look. Where are we going to start with quarterbacks?
Okay. The Bengals,
Joe
Joe
Burrows.
Burrows. Yep. He's an eight of clubs, 10 of diamonds, and a 10 of hearts.
Those are great cards. Those are
They
just.
they are.
I mean, your quarterback needs to be able to think. Eight of clubs. He's got the brains. 10 of diamonds, surrounded by people. 10 of hearts, success with groups of people. He's got like the best cards at a quarterback for a personality. But what are his cards for the day?
Do
He
share, Jerry.
he's got 10 of clubs, which
Mm,
is accomplishment that day with using his brain. Jack of spades, which is like it's such a great card with the right intentions, and we know he has the right intentions for that day. So he is going to be the super. It's like plotting out that game, and then he's got an 8 of diamonds.
Showing up
He
with
might
that
even be.
smile.
He might even be the guy who, at the end, when they go, where do you going to go to Disney World or whatever, he might be that guy because that he likes to be in the spotlight. That's the spotlight card, or he will be in the spotlight.
True.
And then he's got a 3 of hearts, which is a interesting card because quarterback, he's got to figure out who he's gonna pass the ball to, whatever. It's more than one person, so you
That's
got that
true.
3 of hearts that works. But then he's got 2 4. He got 4 diamonds, 4 spades. Those stable, wonderful, strong cards. 4 spades. It's the rock. I mean, I love those cards.
He's bringing it. He's bringing his game.
He is. He
He
is.
is.
So
So let's see, who is he? Who are the Rams? Who
yeah,
is he
we
challenging?
got Matt Stafford as a quarterback. What you got his
Oh,
cards?
yeah, he's a five of spades, a king of diamonds, and a jack of hearts. Hmm.
But it's interesting because the 5 of spades is that wanderer. Someone who changes positions a lot. And not really sure. I wonder how many teams he's been on. I haven't checked that, so I don't know the answer to that. Um, King of Diamonds, though, that's like that best business person. But this is, I guess, it's about business ultimately.
True.
But you know, that's his personality. And Jack of Hearts, which is like the sacrifice for someone younger than you. So we don't know that about him. But his cards for the day, okay, interesting. So now he's got that 3 of hearts
Oof.
that Joe Burrows has, but he has it right up front. So he's going to be trying to figure out where he's going to be passing his ball to or handing things off. And he's got that an 8 of clubs, which is Joe Burrow's card.
Yes.
So I don't know if he's got his number that day or not. Then he's got the king of clubs, which you know and I know, compared to Joe Burrow's 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs is the really mental accomplishment, but the king of clubs is the master of knowledge. However, we know that he could be overthinking things, and that would not do him a service for the Super Bowl if he overthinks things and doesn't get things done. Then he's got a 6 of hearts, which is that peacemaker.
He, he's got the peacemaker.
And then he's got 7 of hearts and a 7 of spades, which sevens are sevens are sevens. They're not. I don't know. If I had a choice, I'm gonna go with Joe Burrows.
I give my point to Joe Burrows too because it's interesting. They both have with the. I'll go with the four of diamonds and the four of spades over the seven of hearts and the
Absolutely.
seven of spades. But I do think that with that king of clubs, he can overthink. But with that six of hearts, I think he will make peace with it as well. But I'm giving this point matchup to Joe.
Yep, me too.
So next, we're going to look at the head coaches.
Ooh, okay. So we got Zach Taylor.
So Zach Taylor, it's interesting. He's got a nine of diamonds, a two of clubs, and a four of hearts.
It's
And I
interesting.
want to say something because as we look at these two teams, there are two families, right,
Yep.
that are coming together, and one goes home the winner, and the other one says, we almost won. So I always love the personality traits between people. And so here he's got that four of hearts, Zach. So what does it say about him and his day?
Well, he's got a ten of spades day, which is that workaholic. He's gonna be working hard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, seven of clubs. So that card is like, could be a little pessimistic sometimes, but it's also wildly successful and brilliant. Which I think he's at that part of his life. And then he's got ace of clubs, which is searching for more knowledge, and five of clubs. I mean, these are all, he's got so many clubs, and the clubs are what a coach needs to be able to think and plan and plot and figure out what they're going to do, to win this game. Then he's got a four diamonds, like you, the stable, appreciate what you got,
Hardworking.
right?
Yep.
Hardworking and appreciate it. And then the six of spades, which is the uh, like the fate, like it's a fated event. So maybe it's fated for them to win. Who knows?
It could be.
So let's look
It
at
could be.
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay, he's the youngest coach to go to the Super Bowl, according to my Google skills.
Ever?
Yeah, that's what I Googled.
Wow.
So he, with that three of diamonds and a double nine of clubs, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that three of diamonds, financial creativity. Like he's got a, you know, the double nine clubs is wisdom. So he's got some really interesting, strong cards compared to Zach Taylor. I might even
And
give him a little of the advantage when it comes um, to the cards, possibly.
well, because that three of diamonds, if they embrace the warrior in them with the
Very
nine of
successful.
clubs, they can really do it because they're the warriors, or they could be the warriors.
Yep,
So it depends on which how he shows up. And I know both teams are showing up to win, but only one can
that's
actually
right.
win.
So Taylor, Coach Taylor has a ten of spades.
Right. But we said that already. Now
That's
we have
right.
to
We
look
did
at
say
Sean
that.
McVay's
I
day.
was
So
gonna
it's
say,
really interesting. His first card on the day is a four of hearts. So he too has this family. So it's like both head coaches are embracing their families. They're
yeah,
bringing their teams to the
yes.
to the Super Bowl.
But he has like that, and that five of spades underneath him, which is Matt Stafford's card.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then he's got double six of hearts, peacemaker,
Mm-hmm.
and double queen of diamonds. So, like, that's an interesting combination. Like, I feel like he's going to possibly have to console everyone
Well,
or, make peace with it, teach them how to make peace if they lose. I don't
well,
know.
I think it's interesting because I also looked up that he's engaged to Veronica March, and you know hasn't set the date yet. And I'm not sure exactly of her cards because it could be the day before or the day after. I'm not sure, but all the days around her cards, she's really smart. She's got that nine of spades and then the nine of clubs. So she has a strong uh, spiritual, a strong relationship with Sean McVay. So even if he loses, I think he still wins because maybe she'll set the date for their wedding.
That would be
They've been
great.
engaged for some time now. So we'll see if he gets down and says, when's the date? But I have a feeling if Veronica wanted that date, she would just say, this is the day and show up. And he would with a smile on his face.
There you go.
Okay.
So let's
So
look
you
at the
heard it here.
matchups.
Okay.
Joe Mixon,
Joe
running back.
Mixon.
He's a running back. And, you know, it's funny because he's got that triple four of clubs.
I
So you know
know.
he's really like smart in his field, and he probably has all these different plays that he relies on to be really good at what he does. I mean,
Yeah. It's so interesting to me not knowing, realizing like how much of a mental game it can be. There's so many clubs on the
right,
teams here.
and the funny thing is his cards for the day, three of spades, triple three of spades then because it's only one card,
Right.
and a triple ten of clubs.
Uh,
So he's thinking as he's creating his own story about writing his own story about how the outcome is going to be.
and Joe Burrows has the same 10 of clubs. And
That
Zach
day,
Taylor,
yes,
yeah, and
yes,
Zach Taylor has the 5 of clubs that day.
yep, yeah. They are looking good.
I give the point to Joe.
Yeah. Well, we didn't.
Well,
I mean, we didn't really talk about his rival is Aaron Donald,
that's right. We have to look at both
defensive
sides
tackle, right? And he's got a nine of clubs and a double nine of
because you know
spades.
what?
What?
That's also power. Oof,
Right.
that is.
And he's got to be really wise and really like knowledgeable. But he's got a two of clubs and an ace of hearts for his first cards compared to that three of spades and 10 of clubs. Vastly different. And then he's got
That's true.
two five of diamonds and two 10 of diamonds. Now, two 10 of clubs, two 10 of diamonds, I mean, they're both really great. So, I mean, it's a wash.
It is a wash, but I'm going to give a half point to Joe
Okay.
just because
Just because
of the triple
we
four
like
clubs.
We
Well,
like
I
him.
like everyone, but it's the triple four clubs, and it's the 10 of clubs with Joe Burrow. So that's where I'm giving him a half point. Okay. So next, who's the matchup?
Okay, then we got Jamar Chase um,
Yeah.
from the Bengals.
He's a 9 of spades, jack of spades, and a 9 of clubs. It's just this mental power on this team.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bit of an old soul too.
He is.
And his cards for the day is he's got the King of Hearts, which is really interesting. He's a wide receiver, so like he's one of those guys who are going to make those touchdowns. Um, yeah, he's King of Hearts, Two of Hearts. You can't do that without another person.
I agree. And
You
let's
know,
see.
so that and then he has a three of diamonds and Jack of Hearts. Three of diamonds all work real hard and appreciate what they have. Then he's got a five of hearts and a queen of hearts. You know,
This is just like a family team to me with all these hearts.
but his
I never
yeah,
thought of football as a family team either.
but his competition or his matchup would be with Jalen Ramsey,
True.
and he's
He's
got
a
a
jack
Jack
of
of
hearts.
hearts, two diamonds. I mean, that's not nearly the same strength cards.
No, what type of day is Jalen having?
Jack of spades,
Oof.
four of hearts, another four of hearts. I mean, another person who's considers the team his family, and an eight of clubs.
Wow. They're bringing their game because that 8 of clubs too relates back to Joe Burrow. I don't know this,
Well, also to Matt Stafford.
and to Matt Stafford's day. That's the play. Wow.
So
Yep.
it's really hard to say. So now, then we got that Evan McPherson,
Mm-hmm.
who, like, I was told by my son that they picked him in the draft, like, really high up, like, and it was really frowned upon because to pick a kicker in such a high spot in the draft, everyone considered was a waste. But he's proving them wrong because he's winning them big games with his really like amazing ability to kick those field goals really far. And we
Well,
hardly know it, but we saw a little of it last week, and it was wow.
it is true. He's at 7 of clubs, 9 of hearts, and that king of clubs.
Yeah. We don't want him overthinking it though. He just has to have a master plan and go for it, not to
It's
think
about
about it.
execution. Yes. So what kind of day is he having?
He's having a 7 of diamonds day, which is um the millionaires card.
Mhm.
It's a great card and over 4 clubs. So like who is it? Who was the triple four clubs? Joe Mixon. So him and Joe Mixon could be like the dynamic duo. Like one gets the touchdown and the other kicks the after point, whatever it's called. Um,
I can't help you. I'm just with what it's called.
we will learn all these things. I promise. Right now we're just two girls trying to figure it out.
But Jerry, this is like a new sport for us, or a new applying our knowledge to a new arena, new frontier, new
Yeah,
sport,
it's fun.
trailblazing women into the football
Right.
arena, right?
So really quickly, we want to look at like DJ Reader because of um,
Personal
possible
connection.
personal connections, and he's got an ace of spades, 3 of diamonds, king of hearts, and 5 of spades. He is Princess Diana's birthday. We've written about that so many times.
I know, in the royal quandary. But Jerry, so a friend of mine is related to him, or someone I know is related to him. So he's at 3 of diamonds. And if he does that warrior and that ace of spades, we know he has that secret ambition.
Yep.
But that king of hearts, it's like he's like the core and a soul of this team as well. It's part of this family strength. And that 5 of spades, but what kind of day is he having?
So like he starts off with a jack of hearts over an 8 of diamonds, and then he goes to a 10 of clubs over a 4 of spades, and then he goes to a 10 of spades over an ace of diamonds, and the very last one is a 3 of hearts over a 10 of diamonds. But he's got great cards.
I think the Bengals are bringing their game and they're bringing it home. That's my pick.
I'm not going to argue with you. That's our pick because, you know, I'm not picking the Rams. I mean, the
No,
Rams have some really good people, like we didn't talk about Cooper Cup and Odell Beckham and
oh, let's
Matt
let's give
Gray.
them. Let's talk about them for a moment because we have to look at the whole team because we look at both sides. So let's make sure we didn't overlook something.
So Cooper Cup,
He's a 2 of diamonds, a jack of spades, and a 10 of diamonds.
right? And then his second card is an Ace of Clubs, 10 of Spades, 2 of Diamonds.
He's a good player. What can I say?
Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't flip my decision, but he's a good player.
yeah, but he has a lot of young cards there if you look closely.
Well, they look like they're a fun team. You know, win or lose, they're both going to the Super Bowl.
Right.
They do look like a fun team to be with. Maybe not right after, but maybe a few days later. Um, they have a lot to be proud of. And then who else did we miss?
The only one was Mac Ray that I could find.
Yeah, he's an 8 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds, ace of spades, and an ace of clubs.
Crazy cards.
That I just see them
What's
all
that birthday?
connected.
What is that birthday?
March 15th.
Wow. My girlfriend is that who's has that birthday.
But he's got to be a guy that walks on with a smile on his face. And he may worry, but he's going to embrace his warrior.
Yeah. And
And
he
and
might
he
be a little
does.
secretive,
Well, he has ambition. And
Yep.
he's got that young knowledge, like he loves to learn things. Sometimes people don't know that about themselves till later
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
They
I know.
discover
Yep.
different traits, but he does. And
Right.
he's got a very good day,
Right.
actually.
Ten of clubs, two of hearts. And Ten of clubs relates right back to Joe Burrows and who else? There's a few people who have ten of clubs.
Well, there's a lot of 10 of clubs
Yeah.
in the
And two
day.
of hearts, six of clubs, nine of spades, nine of spades, two of diamonds, queen of spades, seven of diamonds. I mean, they're all
Well,
good cards. They're nothing that would make me jump out of my seat. When you look at the Rams as a whole, as an entire package, I still like the Bengals.
I think the Bengals family is bringing it home. That's my pick.
Our pick.
Our pick. It's always in the cards and it's always fun.
Yes.
So you can watch us on dearwisewomen.com. You
Yep. Or
can
you can go
watch.
straight to the YouTube channel, Jeri Isaacs, JeriIsaacs.
And I'm Donna Bernard. Thank you for joining us.
Jeri Isaacs. Peace out. Good luck. Go Bengals.